Alright, it's up. If you want to start talking.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You're facing the right way.
it is with great honor that I come to you live from Daytona International Speedway, where we open the returning Truck Series, this time replacing our D2 for the official Interstate Truck Series. Here we have a wonderful set of 7 drivers tonight, ready to tackle the high banks here at Daytona to open up the season here. It's going to be 80 laps tonight around the most famous racetrack that I can think of in the world. I mean, everybody races here, from the Cup Series to everyone else. I don't know anyone else because I'm American. Yeehaw. All right. We're going to kind of go down here. I got 2 people in mind that I want to interview here. Coming into it. The first one is, I hope he's here, is
Why
Ski.
is he so tall?
Now, Ski.
Oh.
I know that my short stature here may be okay. We're back to normal. My stature here may be a little bit alarming, but Ski, how do you like your chances? You were pretty good in Interstate last year. How do you feel about tonight?
I think we have a decent chance to win this race. It's a super speedway. I don't really tend to have good luck at those, but I've won this race in the past. I think we have a chance to do it again. I'm running with Ski DBF tonight instead of Mason Earnhardt because he was out of spots. Thanks, Hagee. I'm gonna talk with Hagee as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we'll have a decent shot at winning tonight. I think our 72 Chevy is going to run up front. I think we're going to have a good time, and I'm excited to race with some of these new drivers.
All right, I see no sponsors on that car. So was this kind of a last minute deal thrown together here?
Yeah, this was kind of a last minute thing. I was debating even running this race. I had other leagues to attend, but they ended up postponing their race instead. So I just
here. We're gonna go further down the grid now to this is the main guy I want to interview right here. He's driving a nice sporty 32 Caterpillar on Al Capone. Man, you'll be starting at the back tonight for this Interstate opener, but you shown some flashes of brilliance last season, and I was just wondering, how do you like your chances tonight?
I'm liking it pretty well. I mean, I haven't driven these guys much, these trucks, but they drive really nice, and I just like the feel of them all. Oh. Well,
Okay.
they kind of drive themselves these days.
Is that Cassid?
Might be a little bit of a leg injury there.
You sure this truck's legal
yeah.
now?
I promise, man. Post race, it'll pass. I hope. So yeah, I mean, I really like to feel these things, and we drove those old ass cars pretty well. But these are really nice. They got these little thingies in the front, hold up the bumper or whatever on the thing.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna come into play tonight. I think that's gonna be a big thing. I think I'm gonna try to use those guys to my advantage, get some draft going, get some aerodynamics, because you can push in these things. But you can push way better than you can push in those old ass cars. So I think we're gonna use these a little bit more and coast to a good finish tonight.
All right. Well, good luck tonight, Al Capone. I would love to grid walk up and down here, see all these brand new flashy paint schemes, but unfortunately, it is time. We are out of time, so we got to go down to pre-race track ceremonies for the playing of our national anthem.
Or don't answer me, but can you say like no for the U.S. national anthem or something? Guess not. We're playing it. No! Warn them! Say that was not right!
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was not the correct anthem.
Alright,
we deeply apologize. That was for our one Russian driver.
There we go.
We deeply apologize for this inconvenience.
Oh my... Say we're having problems.
We are having some technical difficulties with our
Oh,
speaker
here we go,
system.
here we go, here we go. Shh, shh, shh.
Here's your national anthem.
All right, Mort. Say. Mork, we know. Mork, we're gonna do. Why am I asking Mork? First one to say, Talladega is not cooler. Gets to start it. All right. Well, all three of y'all said that wrong. Mork, you just want to do it?
No.
All right.
How about we let Duel do it?
No, doors.
Our old Interstate champion.
What do you want to say? It?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the most famous words
stop
in
moving.
motorsports.
Stop moving.
And here to say the command to start off this interstate season is last year's interstate champion, Dual Sensory. Drivers, start your engine!
Who's a retard in the truck already? All right, come on. Woo-hoo! Get them things cranked and let's go.
That's amazing.
Alrighty, everyone, let's. Y'all know the deal, guys. Super speedways. Keep it clean, keep it fun. Nothing much else. It's 80
Cars
laps.
fired up here at Daytona.
I know that sounds like a lot, but it truly isn't.
Also, it is worth mentioning that if for drivers, sometimes those scanners can get in the way. They can pick up outside signals. If they don't want to hear the broadcast and want to hear race control, it is recommended that they probably turn me down via VC.
Yeah, what most of these guys watching live might not know is that these guys do have scanners built in to hear race control that the people watching live cannot hear. And this is just to keep everything nice and tidy. Race control can cause a lot of issues on broadcast, but yeah.
All right.
Race control will be popping up in the corner if you see any
Yeah.
issues with that.
As the cars roll off here.
If you want to do co, it's up to Duel. I think that'd be cool though, because then you're just kind of there, and then he's alone, and that's just weird.
What now?
If you want to be co, it's up to Duel. Duel.
I'm more of just a color commentator.
That's what I just said.
Cars lining up down the back stretch here, and I am pleased to welcome in our driver analyst here, driver of the 31 on Saturday's Nscrs Cup Series. Mork, welcome into the booth, man.
Pleasure. Yeah, it's going to be a good race. Hopefully we got some good dives. The old timer Hyogi's out here.
75,
So
my bad.
we're going to have to see how he does. This is going to be exciting to see. I think it's going to be a good truck race tonight.
Yeah, I've got my hopes set up pretty high. The hype is unreal. This is my first time, whether it's seeing them in person or driving them. being able to see these trucks on track, they push different than the old Interstate cars. They're a little bit more of a handful, but that's what makes them fun to drive. So it's going to be fun watching these guys for 80 laps tonight.
All right.
We've been seeing all week long handling coming into play at Daytona. We'll have to see how it acts in the truck
Double
series.
up
Big
off
solid
of 4.
qualifying run by Hayogi. And we'll just see how these trucks act in the draft. It's definitely going to be a learning curve for a lot of these guys. But here we go. Getting ready to race into the sunset.
We're doing
Will
it
you
by
bring him to the
flag.
flag?
Joel, you actually might want to do flags after this first one, because I be cool to get a free cam. All right, guys, keep it clean. Let's have fun, man. I have actually high hopes for this one. Let's get it rolling.
Okay.
Restart
ready
line
to
is
get
not
rock
where
and
you
roll
go.
here
It's just
at
somewhere
Daytona.
between this.
To the restart
Here we-
line.
Don't use
Green
gravity.
flag
You
is
will
applied,
be
Daytona.
to the back.
Immediately, Duel, you see guys spreading out. Big
Someone did
stack up,
knock
it
off.
looks like, in the back. Maybe someone must have missed a gear or something. I think that was it was a
Maxim.
yellow truck, and that was Maxim.
Yeah, I believe that was the 19 truck, but battle up front here is the main
Nice.
focus with Al Capone. I talked to him in the pre-race there. You were right there with me, Mark. He's already making moves up to second here.
I forgot
Yeah,
about E and
I
Q.
think he was talking about how excited he is. I bet he just can't wait. He's going to try and lead this race. But your pulsator hanging tough on the outside. I feel like that's really been the preferred groove all weekend long, Cup and whatever series they may be running. It just seems like it's a lot faster. That run off the high side for the straightaways gives you a big advantage coming into those. And that might be the move that wins a race. It's that run off the high side.
Yeah, and it's really because, I mean, we talked about, before we went green, these trucks being a handful, and they are a handful, especially off of exit, especially in turn 3 and 4. You come off of 4, you get tight, you lose the bulk of your speed, while the outside, you can kind of just carry all your momentum here.
You already see them single file onto the high side. Pretty long race for these truck guys. We're going to probably see them lay low for a bit and try to just, make some laps, and then you'll obviously see these guys start to get racy at the end.
Thanks.
Oh, we already have some action going on in the stands. These fans are rowdy here. As we're gonna go. I know we got the battle up in the front, but I think it's very important to look at these guys in the back. These guys are spread out in the back. First, it was Lime and Maxine. They were hooked together pretty well, but now they've separated. So they'll have to just hope for a caution.
And you already see Joel Hayogi, the pole sitter. He got out of that outside line, and man, he just has no help. I guess either a lot of trucks aren't trying to play it that aggressive this early, or maybe they're just not comfortable running the bottom. We'll see as the night goes on.
Oh,
But definitely a lot to see.
Yeah, definitely. If there's anyone who has a truck to do it, it probably would be Hayogi. We had the preseason / pre-race show earlier this week, and he felt extremely confident in that truck.
Go TP Milky to his car, please.
So that'll be interesting to look forward here. Mark, what are your expectations for how this race is going to play out?
I mean, obviously we got a few bushwhackers in here. You see Henry. He's been in the Cup Series for a while. Took a season off. He's back. Hayogi, he's here. Al, he's pretty well known as a formidable force. He's pretty good. Amsky, obviously, if I haven't mentioned him already. But what I would really put on your radar is the old timer, Lime. He was here before the modern era. He was here in season 0, and people seem to underlook that a lot. So I think if anyone's got the chance to pull it off, maybe he could be a wild card.
Also, you don't have to respond to this. Just kind of ignore me, like how Duel has been doing.
Oh, we got one car around in the back. Hard off
boy.
the front bumper of Moxing, sliding across the infield grass. He gets it back around, but the caution will come out. That was Lime.
That was my wild card I was just talking about. There he goes. Not a lot of damage on that car.
And we got another car flipping. Huge
Oh my God.
backstretch. It's the 56, the favorite. Hayogi, I don't know what just happened there.
Your pole sitter's in trouble.
I just want to know if he's all right. That was scary. He just off of 2.
I missed that.
Yeah, we were focused on the cars spinning out in the back, and then apparently there was calamity up front. I don't know if our TNT crew captured that. We'll have to wait and see. All I saw was his car veered off. And now the important part. Is this
Yeah.
car damaged?
Come on, flip it to him. Come on.
Will this
I-
car be able to continue?
I think he's got damage. I looked up briefly from where we're sitting. It's kind of hard to see out there in the back stretch, but more all I
gonna go
saw was
red.
just rapid,
So just stop on the back
smoke
straight.
here. But obviously, red flag is out here for the driver's safety. I think that 56 may be hurt.
Duel, I hate to say it, I think you're right. I think
Talk
that
to me,
56 is damaged. Now keep this in mind. Duel, I feel as
Oh
if
my God,
you know how
man.
Hyogi is running for points. Would he put it in his agenda to stay out here and putter around just so he can collect those points? Because he is running this season full time.
I don't know. We're hearing over radio communications. He says the car's killed. It seems like it was on track incident.
Yeah, you can see the difference in speed just on the straightaway when he was driving around. It does not look great for that 56. Your pole sitter, one of the favorites, could be out early.
So you didn't clip the apron? Because if it was that, I'd honestly just give it to
I
you.
believe
I feel like we
what
can't
I'm
control
hearing
that.
here from our inside source, I believe that 32 cars that, we talked about the exits of these corners being tight. I believe the 32 got up into the wall, unsettled the truck, came down, and that just sent Hyogi into a barrel rolling frenzy. I counted, at least from where I could see, 2 to 3 barrel rolls.
Did anyone clip it?
Scary thing.
We're hearing from his team, though, they're going to try and keep it out, because keep in mind, he is running for points, so even just puttering around at 192, which keep in mind isn't horrible. Maybe if he gets in front of a pack or something, they can push him up to speed. We'll have to wait and see. But
He's going to restrict
if
them.
anything, he will putter around. And yeah,
So-
there's damage if you flip and hit your roof, because that's where your motor is.
Wait, so Hyogi, did you clip the apron or did you literally did it just start tumbling?
I think he got turned right into the wall, is what I'm hearing.
That is way too late. Way too late.
Wish I could go back and see through my Discord stream, because I caught it just briefly. But unfortunately, I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, try 18.
All right, man. Well,
But this is going to be a big break for Milky. Going to get the car fired off, so he's going to get to make some of these laps back once we go yellow here.
We'll be
Hey.
5 laps down, but that's not too much.
Hyogi, I'll let you know if you're.
Yeah,
Wait, he's
if you're
5 laps down,
he will be 5 laps down if he was out of his car, or I
Then
don't
he
know
gets
when
a-
he joined.
then he gets it back, right, Hyogi?
I don't know the
No.
rule. Yeah, not right now. I don't know.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that
that's
your
right.
whole rule? It took off.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Hyogi. If you remember Indy last season, for me, Mason, car flip was very damaged. If you get a good jump on that restart, you can be good for maybe a couple corners. So we'll have to see what happens to this 56 truck. If he can just get the ball rolling and maybe block some people, as long as he's at the back of a line, maybe, just maybe, he can stay up there. We'll have to wait and see.
Roll off yellow
But
flag.
no matter what, I think unless he fails to maintain pace speed, he's obviously going to run here.
Hyogi, if they're 5
Like, if he
laps
can't
down,
make him in-
they're back up, right? 'Cause
So the yellow flag is back out here, so we're going to
wasn't
be
the whole
pacing.
rule like if it was 5 laps down, then you get 5 laps back? I don't feel like reading that.
It's if multiple cars are laps down and the car closest to the lead lap gets 5 laps, or however many it needs to get him back. to
Okay,
the
so
lead lap.
18,
Like,
go
you're 4
full
laps
speed
down.
around the track. Go get your laps back. Go.
If you're over 5
There's that
laps
hot side.
down,
Come on now.
like if you're 6 laps down
He's gonna come
and there's a
back
car
down.
behind you who's 7 laps down, you'll be 1 lap down. But if
Pits are
you're 4
open.
laps down, go make them up.
More-
Yeah, so
Stop. Okay, both of y'all need to like
he's
quit.
going to
Just
take
ignore
a
me at this
couple
point.
of yellows. Gonna take a couple of cautions for the smoky car to get back onto the lead lap, but he should be good to go. I mean, there's still
Yeah.
plenty of time here,
Definitely a big break.
and I believe his teammate is that 19. So while he's a laps down now, he can still
Go into the box
push
and there's
that
gonna be a
19.
refuel. It's not like old seasons where it was you waited.
So we do got pitters down pit road here. We're gonna look at Ski as he makes his pit stop. Ski
He's not on my road,
is
though. Never mind.
he is notorious for saving fuel here. One of the best in a CRS here. Is he's gonna gingerly put it into his box. 56 will go around him. They'll probably have a longer stop, I would imagine, just to fix some of that damage.
Yeah, it's obviously damage control for that 56 at this point, but if other people wreck and they have worse damage or they're toast, remember, you can blow a motor here. It's easy to do. He could easily get a few spots, and what's important for him is those points.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail with the hammer right there. Definitely, you know, it definitely sucks to be kind of out of maybe the win contention, barring some late race heroic blocks at the end, but
yeah, and with such a strong truck.
Yeah, I think, I mean, he was obviously probably the favorite coming in here, and you know, he felt so good about that truck, so a bit. I mean, that's just Daytona, unfortunately, but you know, show's not over for that 56 Me-side truck. They still got plenty of time. Other people could wreck, you said. Other people could blow engines. There's still points to be salvaged. And maybe some fuel strategy. You get up there and make a couple, 1 or 2 blocks. It may check up the entire line, but I mean, you do what you got to do off of 4 to win this thing. You know, you're a super speedway expert, Mort.
Green this time, everyone. Single file. Just because I forgot to tell you, the red lines, there's no double yellow line rule. You can go down on it, but whenever that red line in the corner starts, you cannot be down there, or you will get a pass through. And then the blue line, you must follow that on IRA.
Well, the field here will be coming out of 4 now.
Yeah. Let's see what the 56 does here. I mean, if I'm him, I would try even just for 1 restart, see if I can get the draft, and that can push me forward, but we'll have to wait and see what he thinks.
Am I doing the flag or what?
We're about to find out
Nice.
for sure, but
I'm
here
doing
we come back to the restart zone. Back and away we go. Green flag is out, and one car is spinning. That's the 7. That's going to collect the 19. He gets the worst end of the deal, but they keep it going straight.
And look at the 56, Duel. He's passing cars out here. He's just passing number 7. He's clear of him.
Yeah.
And there you go. You can see the motor damage done to the car. Only so much you can do with the damaged truck. But keep in mind, right now he has a position on that 19 truck.
He does. We'll need to try and hold that, but we're going to go back up front here where the battle is heating up here between 2nd through 4th. And don't count out that 7 car. He's going to get a run. But the main priority right here is this Dollar General 15. Henry. He was dominant in Interstate a couple of seasons ago. He's back to running it now. And he's leading his first couple laps in a while here at Daytona.
All right. Say E if you need to ask anything.
And Duel, to touch on Hayogi's story just one more time. What my priority would be if I was him right now, because it doesn't seem like he's a hazard to the field. He just mainly gets out of the way, and whenever they come by, because eventually if we run green, they will come by, is just getting out of the way.
Look at this. Look at this. There goes the 7. He's around. And the caution's going to fly. This will be race back.
But Duel, just to touch on what I was saying, if, say, for example, if Hayogi keeps on the lead lap, whether that be from waving around,
TPU and you can run.
If there's a wreck on the white flag and he goes out and passes those cars, he still gets those positions.
Can you TP Alex? Oh, there they come. You might want to commentate this. It's going to be close.
Wow.
Just side by side here at the line. Al Capone. Al Capone.
Duel, can you TP Alex to the trucks? Alex, can you hear me? I think so. Get into the number 20.
And like we talked about with the lap down rule, Alex being on the track is actually good for Milky, because Milky's going to inherit those 3 laps with Alex being on the track.
No, it won't. It has to be 5. Yes, it does. You sound schizophrenic, by the way. They can't hear me.
No.
Agreeing with nobody. 18, you can go get your laps.
Al Capone came across first there at the line.
3 laps isn't bad.
Yeah, all y'all should be able to hear me. But the actual chat can't.
Top 3 at that race back. The 32 of Al Capone. The 15 of Henry. The 34 of Line.
You might want to talk about Alex.
Ski.
And then Ski rounds it off in 4th there. 5th place back across was Hayogi, actually. 6th place Mock Sink here. 7th place on the way back here.
Well, since you're a color commentator, do you want to do flags?
So,
Work?
What?
pretty.
Do you want to do flags?
Most of the field is still together here. Obviously, Milky's gonna get his laps back here. So we'll see if we have any takers down pit road.
I'm hearing communications with the 56. He says if there's cars behind him, he might just pit to get out of the way. Doesn't want to be a burden. I think that's a very sportsmanlike move on his part.
Got 2
It
going.
is.
3 going in. Come on now.
Yeah, we got 3 going in the pit road, though, including that 56. The lead car being the 34 here. We're going to watch him as he gets in and out of his stall there.
Most likely just coming in for fuel only here.
Yeah, I would imagine so here, especially that ski truck.
Watch him. He's asking
34 is going to pull out. Watch the 7 there. That's going to spin the
2 right.
34 around. He's
Yep,
gonna win it off pit road though. 7 will come out.
34, remember
he's
to follow
I don't
the
know what
apron the
he's doing.
entire way. Get back on the apron. Wow! Watch out!
So the
That's fine, since you got
72
kinda
got
wrecked.
second. 56 came out third here, but ever
Okay.
since this Al Capone's been in the lead, he hasn't relinquished it.
Can you do
I really
flags,
think
please?
it may come down between
No, I can't. I'm bad
32
at
and the
that.
15.
All right. Duel, can you?
So we will get them racked up here as they will.
Okay, I'm getting out of the thing. We're in this time, everyone. Milky's barely gonna make it, I think. Oh yeah, you're right.
It looks like I think that
Lights is on.
Milky Truck should be back on the lead lap
I just
now at
realized it was not
18.
scrolling this entire time.
Big break for them.
32 is probably going to just try and keep the lead here. I think with all these wrecks we've seen early, they might try and tone it down a little bit, but obviously a very aggressive pack. A lot of these drivers are determined to win at Daytona. It's just as prestigious in the truck series for these guys as it is for the Cup guys. So
We'll
Well,
see how
hey.
they race. Or Duel, you're gonna have to say green.
The,
'Cause
if you're in that 56, that's what you want to see. You want them to
All
get
right, time up,
aggressive,
everyone.
get some more points. But here they come.
it's gonna
Field
it's
punching
in
up
those, in that
together,
line.
about to enter the
two cars.
restart zone. Back down on the apron. We are green back at Daytona. Everyone's stacking up, accordion style effect.
and these first 2 trucks trying to break away in the back, you see. And
Here
the 34
comes- yeah.
line.
34, huge
gravity.
run out.
It was a legal restart, I believe.
Yeah, he
Anyone
just
wanna-
backed it up there.
Anyone want to say it's not?
That's his scoring. As they're now side by side for the lead, 34 lost some off of turn 2. Al Capone, though, holding out front. These 3 are right here at the front, but at the back, they're single file.
Yeah, that 34 had a beautiful restart. Drove all the way from the back up to 3rd, but now he had no help on the bottom, side by side with the leader, and he falls back into that 3rd slot. You can see him running the high side. I think their trucks are definitely more comfortable up there.
Yep, and it's probably the besides Heyoki, I would mark these guys, that being the 32 and the 15, as probably the next favorites on the betting sheet here. The next odds-on favorites, Al Capone and Limes.
What is DVP
they're,
mean? Sorry.
They're
Huge vehicle policy.
they're
I
holding
mean-
1 and 2 right now.
With how you're running, no, not really. But I mean, if they are just slow as molasses dripping off of a spoon and are just sitting.
Big pushes
I
there in the
know,
front.
but I thought it
34
was like
kind
if
of
you're,
piece of the
like,
entry of
if
that
you're,
wall
like,
as we
running
got
3
3 wide
seconds behind.
right behind them, 4 wide now. That's
And
not
then-
And
gonna
that
work,
can't
and
work.
the 7's gonna get the worst of it. Can he spin it back around? Doesn't look like it. We're back up front now. It's just packs of 3 cars. We got 1 group out front, 1 group behind, but I think that second group is kind of catching here. There's more. This 34, gets tight in the corner. The further he drops back, and that just allows these front runners back into it. And we got another
And-
one around.
That's the 19
That's-
of Maxine.
Gonna hold it backwards. Not sure you
Box
can
in.
do that
Stop.
You
Just
can't
stop
do
the
that.
car. Box in.
I don't think it's legal.
though. He'll have to bring
Oh,
it
no.
to a stop here in the chicane here. Hopefully he doesn't.
And
come
we
back
got
up on
trouble. He
track.
might come back up on the track.
Oh no.
Clear.
Seems to
watch
lock
that
it
bottom.
down on the apron.
Well, that's going to absolutely kill these guys, that being Ski and Milky, from trying to reach this main pack. I don't think they'll have enough energy.
But the main pack is racing hard. As you see, the 34 almost spin the 15 truck out into the 32. Almost a 3-car wreck.
Yeah, this 34 is definitely aggressive. He
You
is
just
looking
get on apron. Get on
to
apron all the way around.
get to the front right here. This big shot there to Henry.
I will definitely say that 72 is one of the best trucks in the business. He's a very solid driver. We'll have to see if he can push this 18 up to the leader.
Well, I also think that you know, he's saving fuel. He's definitely got the most fuel probably out of anybody besides.
Speaking
this,
of fuel
this
duel, we
34.
got a pitter. He's coming down to pit road, the 19 truck.
We'd have 2.
Oh. I do see that. We got 19 coming in now. He's going to take 4 tires and fuel.
Back to the leaders. The 32 and 34 have been stuck side by side, and the 15 has dropped back, and that is definitely
come on. That's how
pulling
you
his
do
backpack
it. Come
forward.
on. Reel him in. Come on. Hook
Well, I
him
think
really
this may
tight.
be
Come
a
on.
strategic move here, as obviously the crowd loves it. You see, they want to see these guys get racy, but I think he dropped back because 3 cars, we see it in the Cup Series, not enough to generate momentum. So now you add about 2, you add 2 more, it's 5 cars. Now we can start making moves. So I think that's why the 15 did it.
And for Henry, that was a strategic move because if he drops back, he's going to get a big run
Oh
on
my
these leaders
God.
when they eventually catch them, and here they are.
The 34
Yeah,
is getting
huge
so tight.
wiggles out of the 34. You know, that truck
Yeah.
is not set up to handle 3 and 4. That's about the 2nd or 3rd time we've
And the
seen it.
15's
And
around.
there goes the 15. Caution's going to
third
come
one.
out. That is off of the 18's front bumper.
Keeps it
And now
off the
the-
wall, but definitely a dangerous situation for that driver to be in the middle of the track like
No,
that.
34.
Yep.
Lime. Oh,
18 is now looking to
thought he
try
was letting
and
off because
capitalize
it's not
now
race
after
back.
being laps down. He's looking for the lead here on the race back.
Yeah,
He's
they're
hit
still racing.
second. And he's
Hey,
going to get a
18.
push from that 72.
everyone
got
here,
the help. Where
start
does he take
pressing
this
E.
run?
Press E if you're in the car. Come on, there we go. Come on, flip him
Almost
off.
turning the 18. He's pushing him so hard, trying to get him this race back. Will the Highline have anything for this? Oh my
my
God!
Gosh, how did he keep that straight? He's not.
What a save
He
out of the
goes to
32, but here
bottom.
comes Ansky.
Yep.
Oh,
Side
And
by
there he goes.
side, and there goes the 32. It's going to be an easy race back win. Or
God.
Ski.
Big hit for the 32 truck. Keeps it rolling. That truck seems to be in one piece.
Yeah, he is lucky to keep that in one piece because as soon as he got on the banking, that truck just got hooked. That's all. I almost thought we were about to see another 56 type of crash where he went up and over, but thankfully all 4 Goodyears stayed on the ground right there.
God, that was kind of scary, guys. Why is the 18 stop? Milky.
Well, we got multiple cars off the lead lap here, so this is, I believe, is going to benefit Mark
Alex.
Stink, right?
And
Mark Stink,
yeah,
I think, gets to the lead pack here. Alex will have to make up his laps, though.
And for if anyone wants to see the replay on that, I'm hoping to have it here in a second. So you might want to say that. I'll show you one.
Definitely chaos here already at Daytona. Ski is your lead, though. And Al Capone sits second somehow after that tremendous save. You know, I'm just going to call it a save.
And we're going to go commercial break. Just so
But,
say that.
while we are trying to get everything sorted out under yellow here, we're going to step aside for a quick few seconds for this word from your local station.
Are we good to
Well, they're
speak?
back. I was gonna tell you, Mason, but never mind.
Are we in commercial?
Mock Simkin, Milky, both left. Everyone needs cars, even champions.
Johnson, I need your help.
Hey, Rad, what can I do for you?
My car just broke down and I have to be at the track in 20.
Well, it's not too bad. Let's see what we can do. How about a test drive?
Even the pros need vehicles. Come on down to Johnson Automotive.
Welcome to DBF Racing. Are you a speed enthusiast looking for a new adventure in Roblox? Do you have what it takes to dominate the tracks and leave your opponents in the dust? Then look no further than DBF Racing.
We're back here at Daytona getting ready to go green. We'll set the field for you, but here before we go green, out front is the 18, followed by the 32. Then you got the 72, the 34, the 7, the 56, the 15, and rounding out the field is the 19, while the 20 is getting his laps back here. But it looks like he'll join the restart as the field begins to make their way back into the tri-oval, inching closer to the restart zone. Here we go, back to the line. We are green at Daytona. Oh, one tagged around in the back. That's the 56. Oh, no.
It's gotta feel horrible.
They just stacked up, and that collected him. That's just, you know, the 15, you know, he's obviously he didn't mean to do that. Just got stacked up there, but we're back towards the front. We are single file trucking around Daytona right now.
I say a lot more packed up, just a very spread out pack for this restart. And obviously, unfortunate for that 56, he's already having a rough night after such an optimistic start, but he's out of the way. He's not going to be a threat, but it's to the point where if this does run green, that will obviously be a detriment to him because he will get lapped quicker.
72 loses a spot there to the 19, and
he is just going to the back.
He pulls off the apron here.
Maybe he's uncomfortable being in the front of the pack. That car doesn't handle well with clean air or something. We'll have to wait and see. We'll get
maybe not, but
later.
we need to look up front here. This 32 is looking to make a move out inside of this 18. We're starting to get double filed. Can they save that?
Saves it. 18 around for second, and he keeps it rolling.
He's got to collect his teammate.
No caution.
They keep it straight, but the yellow is out. We're racing back.
Put it back. Oh my God.
Here they come. The 32 leading the charge once again.
Oh my God.
7. That's going to stack them up. They're here. They're wrecking on the raceback.
Lime is
4
around.
cars involved. Huge hit for Lime. But big back up
all
front.
Around.
32 will lead them to the line. Al Capone takes first, Mox Inc. second, Ski third, Henry fourth, Milk sixth, Milk fifth. Then Lime sixth, Hayogi seventh. Looks like the 7 car is going to come across 8th. That's Hill. And then rounding out the field is still a couple of laps down here, but he hopefully should be back on the lead lap here. I'm pretty sure this 7 truck can go get his laps back, and that would put Alex back on the lead lap, if I'm not mistaken. So everyone should be on the lead lap here. This might be a barn burner here, Mark.
Well, we'll have to wait and see because Alex is 4 laps down. He will definitely be there, and he may very well be in the pack. As long as that guy stays in the pack, it's going to be a barn burner no matter what. But definitely what I will say is with the absence of Hayogi, Al Capone has really stepped up, and I feel like he's putting a command, putting this field on nose. Like, he's a contender. He's here to play.
Well, I've been I've been talking about him, but you know, we got this beautiful replay on standby. We're gonna take a look at it from that previous wreck. Maybe not right now.
Stream is blacked out.
Pit road is open here while we're working on that replay for you. Yeah, so check out this replay here. Obviously a very scary crash to say the least. Glad everybody's okay though.
Very frightening.
Al Capone will lead these guys back. But the two contenders back up front now. 32, 15. Hey, that's 7 car. He's found his way to third.
You'll see Alex coming by getting another lap back. That'll put him only 1 lap down, so you're right, Duel. Although we're going green this time, he may only be 1 or no laps down.
Um, 18's having some problems there.
Mm-hmm.
The field here is working their way back. They're all packed up. I think this is the biggest the pack has been all night. Will that cause a wreck? We're about to find out. Into the restart zone we go. Green flag is back out. We are back underway at Daytona.
Obviously,
Huge
a big
shots
stack
being
up. Oh
made,
my!
and the 7 gets shipped. The 72's off around from being in the grass.
7 car up
Cars
in the air.
diving everywhere, and Mox Inc. piles in, and that's going to let the 32 drive away. We're back under yellow here.
And Duel, I'm wondering if Maxime had a part failure there, because it seemed like his car just went hard left.
Oh, look at
and
this.
as is the 32 going hard left. Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness. Well, back up
32
front.
keeps it rolling.
Henry
He's getting
is
passed
now
by
up front.
Hayogi. If that 32, I want to see if he pushes that 56, how fast he'd go. But
Henry is back up front here, and that is going to be our race back. The battle really on for second, though. Back to the line for second place. Milky gets it by a hair.
oh my
We
God!
got 1 car up and around in the back. Under
And Hayogi
pacing.
is smiling. Because Hayogi's got someone to draft with now.
Yeah, he's not going to be alone back there. But depends on how hurt that car is. You know, Hayogi took 3 barrel rolls. This was a quick one. Maybe, I like to be optimistic, but maybe he avoided taking damage off the bunker.
And Duel, this has been a talking point all week long. This surface is aging. It's withering. It's causing problems. The drivers have already been briefed on it. This car is hard to handle, but you see the effects this has on the cars. We can also see fans are already taken to social media saying very critical things. We just want to let y'all know that.
Yeah, for sure. But we got the replay. Let's take a look at that. Looking at the 7 truck here on under pacing. You know, he gets down there trying to make the transition. Oh my gosh, scary. That had how the bank engine. I mean, there's been a running joke in the garage, and I'm sure you can test to this, Mork, about Daytona being evil. And that
Oh, yeah.
seems pretty evil.
I will be the first to tell you, Duel. It all started back in Season 3. There was a curse put on the track. It's called the Curse of the Money Line.
Well, the cars will come down pit road here. We'll see if we have any takers here. Looks like
He's been a frequent visitor in pit road.
one.
And Duel, this will put Alex on the lead lap.
Well, if there's anyone who knows how to find his way to the front of these things, it's that 20 General Motors car.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Imagine if we get these damaged cars running together.
Yeah. The
Does it really matter?
yeah, if we get those damaged cars, speaking of damaged cars here, Mort, I'm a little bit worried about that 7 because he's kind of started mid pack. If that car doesn't go, he might be in trouble.
Detriment. We don't know if he's a sportsman like his Hayogi or if he's determined to see if that push method I was talking about works. It's kind of like the vortex theory. We don't know if it really works, but yeah, we'll wait and see.
All right. There's a I don't know if the truck has it here, but we'll have to try and find this replay. Apparently, the 56 had some retaliation off the last restart. We'll have to let our truck find that, but apparently there was some retaliation. Wouldn't surprise me. That 56 had a rough day already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been hearing from certain drivers just around. Some of them are being frustrated because they feel like a lot of these guys can't handle the intensity of that highline, being able to flat foot it all the way around. They're hitting the wall, it's causing issues. But they're saying they might want to run the bottom, a few of these guys. Yes.
Well, I'm not opposed to running.
Yeah, obviously
the
not the full bottom because that causes issues.
Yeah,
but maybe the middle is what a lot of these drivers are talking about.
Yeah, but we're getting ready to go back green here.
It's back into the hands of the starters.
Yeah, back into the hands of the $15 General car. Green flag is back out. We're underway at Daytona. Stacking up Major in the back. Henry got away. Oh, Alex dipped down in the pit road on that restart, evasive maneuvers. However, I believe that may classify speeding, and yes, the 7 is having problems. There is damage to that truck.
So the 7 will have a drafting partner in Hayogi, maybe. Matter of fact, Hayogi's still up in the pack. Hayogi's still with some guy.
Well, Hayogi can only stay up there so long. You see, he's going to pull to the side here. Probably going to go pick up that 7.
No, I tell you what, Duel. I think the 7 might be in worse condition than Hayogi's truck.
I can definitely see it. Good.
Maybe not.
That's something to notice. But the main battle here is up front. The 15, the 18 to 34. It seems like it's been a 3-car breakaway. Pretty much.
Duel, we're getting reports that Alex the 20 car might have a penalty because on that restart he went through pit roads.
Yeah, well, I think that is a safety concern. I mean, he was trying to avoid the wreck there, so they're getting really racy in the back. Let's go take a look at this here before all catastrophic hell breaks loose.
Mm-hmm.
And Al Capone, Ski, Alex, and Mox Inc. As we're gonna hear the driver's radio on this from Alex about the pit road penalty.
So I was avoiding a wreck that would happen if I didn't go through the grass. I would have caused like a 3-car wreck because they were all going slow.
We're getting word that race control will clear this penalty because it was in the action of avoiding a wreck. And as you see, there is another car who's pitting. The 7 car is taking it to the pits, seeing what they can do. At least he's filling up on gas. Yeah, as I was saying, Duel, I feel like that 7 car was in worse condition than Hyogi's car, as Hyogi even was pulling away from him, and that says it all. But like we said, good reason for Hyogi to stay out because he gains a spot there. That's more points.
Yep, indeed. And I honestly think it's the right call there by Race Control. And you don't want to see guys speed on pit roads, but it was at the very end, and pit road wasn't hot, so great. That's a good IQ move to avoid causing.
What we might have to do, Duel, is look at some of these battles. We got a three-way slugfest for the lead, the 15, and the one in the back where those 4 are double file. And they do have that. They do have the strong leader in Al Capone.
Yeah, these guys are getting real racy behind people. They're trying to experiment running side by side here as we got a move being made. No, we'll say right here in the back.
But I will say, Duel, is they're definitely having issues up front with pushing. Some of these guys just can't get linked up well. They're sliding around off the bumpers of one another. And as we see, the 7 car has retired from the race, so that will be his day.
That is an unfortunate end to the 7 car. As we're 3 wide almost here up front.
Mm-hmm.
I can't quite keep my eyes fixated on one of these battles here. As Hyogi's once again passing the 7. We'll leave that in the back. That's just an update for you guys. Yeah, the main point of interest here seems to be these 4 cars in the back. You see Ski has dropped behind them to try and work with them, and Al Capone shoves the 20 up the track, narrowly avoiding the wreck.
I will say this, Duel. These front 3 guys are not working well together, but neither are the guys in the back. And if these guys in the back could just link up and push each other, they would have a shot at running these guys down.
No, but look, the 18, he hit the wall. That's going to slow him down. He's going to be able to catch up with his teammate, the 19. If these guys get single filed out, they can catch these 2 front runners.
Now, if I'm Henry, what I may be thinking is, do I want to drop back to that 18, and then we work together and get a run on the 34?
Well, I mean, he did it earlier, but he seems to be working well now with that 34.
And I don't think they'll need to, as the 18 is bringing this pack forward. He's kind of acting as a giant fishing line, reeling this backpack into this forward pack, it looks to me.
Yeah, that is a good note right there. Yeah, the 18 slowing down here, trying to get back to them here. We're almost halfway through this interstate. It's been a battle.
The field's seeming to calm down now, more so. They're trying to run down.
All right.
And we got
a big wreck. They got the 18 and the 15 around. Hard.
Back up the track. The big one.
It's the big one. You said it, Mort. The big one at Daytona.
Gets through it. Dominant cars 15 and 32 tangle. Alex is in it. Essentially the whole field except for that 34 truck.
And Mock Sink, that 19, he's got away here. I don't think he's going to have a shot, though, at this race back here, as they're in 3. Right now, we're going to see this race back here between Lions.
It's not even close, in my opinion.
No, he doesn't have enough time, but he's going to benefit out of that, and he'll come home. We'll have Lime taking the race back.
Ruined and then, everything.
Yeah, I mean.
Big wreck. Fortunately, it didn't look like any of these guys detained any roof damage, which won't harm their races, but definitely a lot of trucks tore up. I think they want to see that one.
Well, we luckily have a replay for you guys here. Where the truck's about to have that on standby, but man, what a wreck here.
Duel and I were at the. I was just waiting. I was literally holding my unmute button, waiting for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, crank it up. It always happens.
I believe we have the replay here. I mean, you can see the 15 almost gets airborne there. And you see, I thought these guys are going to get away, but it's whenever the 15 comes back up, hits Ski, the 18 driver's side impact against Al Capone. That collects Alex, and somehow Mox Inc. He gets through. But we may need to see it one more time where we can we need to see that one more time so we can kind of diagnose what happened there. Take a look at it one more time here. See, we're starting right here through the tri-oval. These guys getting really, really racy. And then up towards the front there, that yellow car besides that red car, top of your screen here. This is where it all kind of all goes bad. You know, the 18 gets collected, that check, and then that hits the 15, and then the 15 is going to then come up to Ski, nowhere to go.
And here comes the 18, big hit.
That white truck.
And the 19 was in that wreck. That's why I thought I said only the 34, but he skates minimal damage.
And
contact.
Yep, well, the action is on pit road here as the entire fleet is pitting. And one car is burning it down in the grass. Lives win the race off. Alex will come across second. Ski rolls off third from pit
and
road.
Duel, would you believe it if I said that 56 car was leading this field?
Is he reading? He is. Oh my gosh, he
I want
stayed
to
out.
see him. I want to see if he can hold a candle to these guys on this restart.
Well, you know, he's got to you got to get that sponsor time out there.
Mm-hmm.
So while we get everything, we're gonna step aside for a few seconds, get everything prepared for this restart. Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. Getting ready to be just past halfway. We have an old contender up front, but let's go to Henry. Henry, this is us up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, no, I got absolutely screwed there. I barely hit the apron coming off of the front stretch, and then I just see the 32 like absolutely destroy the 19, and the next thing I know, I'm fucking dead.
Hey.
My bad.
Well, nice. We're coming to the green here. Thank you, Henry. We're back on the green. Green.
56 truck.
Oh, they're stacking up.
Keep it green. Keep it green. Keep it green. Keep it green.
They might. That's two cars here. I think they might keep it green. Unfortunately, that's one yellow car. Who is that?
And that puts the 56 truck back up front with a decent gap. He may lead a lap under green.
Henry. They do anything for these points here. We'll see how see if Al Capone shows him any mercy here. That 56
I really
back
hope
up
he pushes
front of
him.
Daytona. Look at that. He's gonna tuck him behind him and push him. Oh, and the 20 says enough of that. I want to lead this dang thing.
He's up to speed.
I think these pushes are working here. That's maybe what he needs. But no one else wants to help him push. They want to go race, but he's gonna come across fourth.
He did lead a lap.
Hey, watch this 72, though. This 72 might push him.
Now, I will say this, Gil. We saw how that worked well for maybe one lap. Don't tell me on an overtime or a green-white checker they can't. Don't tell me they can't. He can't hold a candle to these guys.
That's what I'm saying. I think the car is hurt, but I think he's got just enough speed to where if that happens again, he's just gonna have to block like hell for 2 laps.
Yeah. There's no better driver for that role, in my opinion. But we still got a battle for the lead. That lap down truck of Alex has taken it over Maxime and Al Capone.
You want to talk about defensive driving with Hayogi? Well, look at this offensive driving. That is Alex, one of the more notoriously aggressive drivers in the field, but it's working to his favor right now. And Look behind him. You got another aggressive guy stacked up. That 19 truck. Both of these guys want to lead this thing, but you may need
19 truck unloading on the banking, and he takes
There
Alex out.
No, I can't save it. Bad wreck for Alex there.
He skids off to the infield, but we are still racing back between the 32 and the 19. Here they come.
Al Capone's gonna lead them in the 3 here. See if he's got anything to block this 19. The 19 looks like he's closing the gap. He's gonna have the run off the high side. He's not there though. Gonna push him.
Close that block. They're
He's
coming
there.
back to the flag side by side. Side drafting
Side
pretty
draft
hard.
here.
It's gonna be Maxime.
What happened? I think the apron caught the 32 right there.
I think so.
Hey, what a way to close out the first half of this race. And,
Fox.
well, the field's got to get all straightened out here, so this is probably a perfect time halfway through the race. Go get yourself some snacks. Don't touch that dialer, and we will be right back.
I be popping sparkles and champagne. VIP my section, royalty looking sexy. You know that be my thing. I'm tired of the.
Everyone needs cars, even champions.
Been able to get some good photos of this back to the line thing. Okay. I guess we can come back after commercial on the back straight away. That way we can get all the field, set the field for them.
My car just broke down and I have to be at the track in 20.
Well, it's not too bad. Let's see what we can do.
We just gotta keep it green for longer.
How about a test drive?
I feel like the main issue has been the race.
Nice enter it.
Yeah, it's.
Even the pros need vehicles. Come on down to Johnson Automotive.
All right. Well, we're back from commercial here, and what a sight to come back to. That 20 gets wrecked under pacing, but we're going to set the field for you here as the cars enter 3. So the cars who stayed out was the 19, the 32, and the 18. Cars who pitted was the 20, the 72, the 15, the 34, I believe that is. Yes, 34. And that's the lineup for the back, and then the 56 is in the back still with some damage. Still hanging tough, though.
And
Field is back through the tri-oval here. Still no sign of the 20 car.
That 19 is
going to
take
be
him to the
going
restart.
green.
Back underway.
We got one car in the grass.
Drifting, and he saves
he's
it.
back in the grass. He can't turn it.
No, we got trouble.
He almost got airborne too. Luckily, the entire field's able to avoid him. And we got a battle for the front up here. This is what we're going to watch for now. Is there single file in the back? It's the 32 versus the 19, and the 19 has all the help.
The 32, though, has been the dominant car of the day. Let's see what he can do on the bottom. That bottom has caused issues, but it can be fast if run correctly. So let's see what he does. He dives it into turn 1. He's got help from that 34 side by side for the lead.
Oh, he gets nudged out of line there.
Three
We're
wide.
3 wide, coming off of 4.
32.
Smart move
32
by Al
bows
Capone.
out. 5 cars under a blanket. 19 side drafting that 34. And the 34 takes himself out around in the grass. Spinning out of control on the front stretch. But
He
he
saved
keeps it
it.
rolling. 32 again on the bottom, trying to pass the 19. He's got the help this time. We'll see if he can make anything of a run. He's just not there. That outside momentum is with the 19.
These, oh, look at the 18 coming back on track. Hayogi dives to the apron to avoid him, but the battle is up front here. The 19 truck leading the way, but he got the 2 dominant cars behind him. He slides up the apron. Here come the 32 and the 15, looking to get underneath him here. These 2 have worked exceptionally well all day, and we're seeing it again here.
That 32 is flexing his muscle, arguably the dominant car. Trying to go for the lead. The bottom has not been a good line, but he might be able to make it work on the bottom with the help from that 15 truck as they dive it into turn 1. We'll see if this works.
Good shove there from 15. I like to see that. That's what you got to do at these tracks. You got to push getting into the corner if you're going to run the bottom. That's the only way you're going to clear that outside lane.
This 15 needs to get a big push right here.
Yeah, and you see during 1 and 2, they gain half a car in length. Now in 3 and 4, I think he's going to clear him here. Let's see. He will.
The 32 is clear, but his help isn't. And now the 19 is side by side with the 32. That high side is just so dominant. You don't even need drafting help up there. You can just hold a candle to the inside.
I mean, the 32 cleared him. Al Capone cleared him for a split second, and then Muxing stormed back on
and
the
now
outside.
the 72 helping the 19.
Keep it straight.
Big contact, middle of 3.
We're middle. Look at Ski. Ski now off of that contact. He's back in. They're beating and banging. No,
4 wide.
4 wide. That apron's not going to work, though. Henry backs it down. That's smart. Live to fight another lap.
19 shoved the 15 below the yellow line. The 15 does get it rolling, but now he's back with Lime. And the 72 was able to take advantage of that and get up front.
Well, Ski, not really known to lead these things, kind of likes to hang out in the
muscled
back.
out of the way by the 19, and they wreck.
There they go. All 3 of them. Maxime.
And here comes the 34 on the outside. Maxime does not have anything for him.
Coming back to the line.
And we still have a battle for the race back, but it is easily
34 clears them. And visible frustration out of the 32.
Yeah, we heard the 32's radio. He is not happy with these guys.
We're going to take a listen to some of this driver audio here. Al Capone, this is us up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you. Listen, I don't know what the 19's doing. I don't know what the 72's doing. The Russian retard's racing like a friggin' retard. I mean, what are we doing over here? All right? Russian retard.
Russian rocket.
All right. Well, sorry for the
interruption
of the language there. We apologize for the folks at home there, but clearly visible.
Clearly, tempers flaring.
And we're gonna get Alex's take on this. I'm sure this will be fun.
Get Maxime's take on it.
Hello.
So you got us.
Can we get the Russian communist out of here, bro?
Okay. And we'll hear Mock Sink's perspective on that. Mock Sink, you got us? Mock Sink, this is us up in the booth. You got us? I guess there's radio communication errors there, so I'll have to pass on that for next time. We got 2 pitters in the back. Or 3 probably. Yes, 3. We got the 72, the 56, 34. Hayogi says he doesn't care about speeding. He wants to give that 72 a shove. He'll have to go to the back, though, unfortunately. Not that it really matters. Well, we're getting close to lap 50. It's about to be what I'd like to call go time, Mork. As a driver who's won many of these things, where do you like to be during go time?
Really, I think go time is really subjective. It depends on how the pack is racing. For this pack, with the amount of yellows we've seen tonight, I would say go time is rather around maybe 20 or 15 to go. But right now, I would definitely I would focus on surviving this race. These guys have been racing hard. I think it's more important to get through the race than to risk it all and go up and lead right now.
All right, we'll call it right now. You think there's going to be any more flips?
Oh, absolutely. And keep in mind, there's levels to damage. If the first level, honestly, is flipping, where you get that roof damage and you lose your speed. The second level is if you hit the fence, your fuel tank will explode.
Yeah, that's definitely not something we want to see here, as we got some drivers doing some rather unfortunate Saturday or Friday night driving. They can't seem to lay off of each other even under caution. So definitely has been wild for sure, but we'll be ready to go back here shortly. So here we go, back to the restart zone. Everybody's together. Green flag, we're back underway.
And you saw that 19 give a big push to the 15 truck, getting him very far out. And it may have been a strategic move on the 19's part. I mean, he pushed him all the way out, and then he hung back to the 32, a dominant car, and they're going to get a big run here. But once again, we see a big breakaway from the little pack in the back.
Yep, and they once again get jumbled once again behind them. That's just what it's been. It's been the front three breakaway, and then these rest behind them just can't get it straightened up. A huge run, Moxing to the inside. That 19 truck wants to lead, but the 32 is going to stay with the 15.
And there's Calamity in the back. Lime was just on the devious apron, and Alex is leading that line. They're pretty well formed up. They're going to, I think, make a charge up to this lead pack.
Yeah, you see everybody having handling issues through the trioval, though.
Oh, Maxime also definitely had some handling issues there. Definitely
side by side.
This 32 is a good pusher, and he knows how to strategize in a race, so I think he will try to push this 15 car so they can stay away from that rear pack. They don't want to be in another wreck. 19, not happy with the 15.
Yeah, here comes the back four. They found their way for probably the first time since the early laps. We are packed up at Daytona.
And I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of these guys just stay high and go with that run, because they can easily gain at least one spot if they just stay high.
Well, you know, this 19 truck's going to fight it if he can. He wants to lead this thing, and here comes his teammate now.
Oh, no! Dominant car around. Big wreck once again.
Another big one.
Oh, the 15
here.
Up in the air.
Oh, my goodness. Able to keep all four wheels down on it.
That car luckily set back down, unlike some of the other wrecks we've seen tonight. But, man, that was scary for that 15 truck.
As we do have a battle for the race back.
So, yeah, don't forget that.
It's the 72 and the 20 competing right here.
Two cup drivers. They're going to go at it. Alex trying to muscle his way under the 72, and he does. He's going to be side by side.
He's there. Need to get up and side draft him if he wants a
side
chance.
Draft him. Oh, and he turns the 72.
No, that's a turn. That's not what we meant by side draft.
Oh, my God.
No! Oh, no.
Hamsky was speeding. What? I think he hit a... He may have hit a... What did he hit?
Let's hear from the driver here. Ski, this is us up in the booth. You got us? You got us, Ski? I
was just going down, and I got turned. And
barrel rolling?
Barrel rolling, yeah.
Yeah, you all right, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. Kind of disappointing because...
Yeah, we don't know if you're done yet. What's the top speed? What's the top speed on that truck?
Top speed. Let me do a run real quick.
Mm-hmm.
149.
Oh, that thing is done. That thing is not making minimum speed.
Yeah.
Well,
luckily you're a
Hayogi's
cup
gained
drive,
2
so you don't need to
spots.
fight for points here. But more spots for Hayogi.
I was just I wasn't even close to flipping. I just hit something on the apron and then it went flipping.
Oh no!
Yeah, take a look at that replay.
Big hit for that 72.
But I mean, that's just wicked right there. I mean, that's a scary ride. That's almost as bad as Hayogi's wreck on lap 3.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just good news for this 56 truck. He's gonna get more positions, and he's still in it.
And he's still spinning out.
And we'll see what drivers decide to pit here. They're led by race leader Alex in the 20 car. Here they come down pit road.
And I would say your two dominant cars, duel 15 and 32. I'd argue that they've been the best all night long. They stayed out, so they're gonna inherit this lead. We'll see if they can pull away. And Hayogi up in third.
Yeah. Everybody on pit road here.
The
34 first off.
His car was. Oh.
These guys need to stay below that double yellow line here. I believe that's the.
Yeah, okay. After this, I would say, Hayogi, for the rule book, you are allowed to change cars, but if that car hasn't, however many laps that car has run is however many laps you're on. Because you're driving that number then. So, like, if someone gets out after, like, 30 laps, and then someone else wrecks, but they want to continue, they've only run 30 laps instead of, like, 80. Yeah, for this race, there's no rule. For this race, we haven't had a rule set in stone yet, so you just wrote a rule. Congrats. But it's not in yet.
Well, Ski will get to continue here. Pilot's in a different truck.
Third place is around.
Oh, yeah. He went for a ride on the carousel.
Amski, you gotta go quickly in that garage. You gotta make quick work of that.
Yeah, but these guys will be coming back to green here. Hopefully.
And Hayogi is in third if he wants to take that position back and choose to start the back. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch. Yeah, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. was multiple laps down because that car was multiple laps down. Yeah. For this race, I think you keep him on however many laps he's on. The two dominant cars coming into the start zone. They return to the starter. Here they come.
Back to the restart zone. Green flag is back out at Daytona.
And a big stack up the... Guys, you got to stop going in the grass. Their grass is going to be a death.
Hayogi. He's up to second.
That car does go very well on the starts. Will he try and block? Now, if that 18 stays and pushes him, he... Oh,
no.
Dropped down pretty quick. Hayogi still has net gained position since his initial flip. He's gained 2 of them.
And that could be beneficial down the line here. We'll see if anybody wants to push. The 34 says, I'll give you a push. But I guess
Hayogi's advantage right now is with Ski because Ski is currently 1 lap down. So in theory, if this runs green, Hayogi will have that spot maybe if he doesn't get lapped.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at this battle.
We got a wreck in the back.
Yep, that's what I was about to say.
Around clips the 19.
Tags the 19.
Hayogi stays out of it, but the 19 saves it.
That's 1 car wreck
This
here.
has really broken up the pack. We have a leader. That's one of the dominant cars. Could he pull away?
He probably could here. It's only 2 cars behind him, and that's not enough energy. It's Al Capone and Milt.
Yeah, but if Henry keeps running that high side, though, my theory is with how big that momentum swing is. Never mind, he's getting run down pretty fast down this back straightaway.
We basically, it's just as spread out as we've been. Essentially 2 tandem drafts and then a car running out by himself. At the back, yeah, Ski has switched to the 80 truck. Lime is still running in the back. Turn behind here. And well, we're going to step aside here for a moment for a very cursed session.
Caution has returned on the speedway. 32 truck was running second, and he goes around off the bumper of the 18.
He had some help there from the 18. Unfortunately, that's going to set him back a little bit there. And but Henry was able to hold on to that lead.
And he just took another hard hit.
Yeah, spinning around in the grass. Well, Henry held off the 2 cars pushing. So, I mean, that's a note to mark down if he has another one of those tremendous launches here at the end of this thing. That could be the deciding factor.
Yeah, I would say we're definitely not done with the big wreck. We just need to restart where these guys are packed up, and that's it. But I'm hearing a lot of radio chatter about some drivers calling for a shortening, but what they need to realize is now I think we are past halfway, meaning this race is official. So, I don't think it will be shortened.
Oh, pit road will be open this time here. I think if the math is right on this here, if you, I think if you pit right here, you're good until the end.
Yeah, I think that math does check out actually. However, these caution laps that we've had a lot of tonight can extend, or can reduce the amount of laps you can make. But I think with these bigger fuel cells, they should be able to make it all the way.
Yeah, well, the 18, the 19, and the 20 all decided to stay out right there. And let's take a moment here to talk with that driver that's switched cars now. Ski, this is us up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, what? Okay, so what fuel thing do I go, like, what pit stop do I go on?
Just go to your old one. Oh, yeah, he has a pit box there.
Okay, and then the second one is I need a re for the fuel thing.
All right, thank you, Ski. We got more E's to catch up on here, including for the first time tonight, we're going to hear from Milky. Milky, this is us up in the booth. You got us?
Wait.
Sounds like Mason.
Yeah, I got you.
Never mind.
All right, what's going on down there, man? You're out front. How's the car feel?
Feels tight. So, I mean, it's fine. I've been running a little bit up front, and I have some help from my teammate on this restart, so hopefully we can, maybe pull away from the pack.
All right. Well, good luck there, man, and let's see if you can get it done.
Thank you.
All right. We have one more driver we wanted to check on here, and that is his teammate. Mock Zink, this is us up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I'm here about you.
Oh yeah, we're doing great. How's the car feeling?
So what are you gonna talk about me?
Well, how's the car feeling? You think you can win this thing?
With my teammates, it's possibly yes, because we are working together with our secretly planned that never know who has it.
All right. Well,
and also I'm gonna say that Russia and Canada was best friends.
All right. But we're going green here. Green flag is back out here at Daytona. Let's see how well these teammates work together.
And this time we have a very clumped up restart.
Oh, look at Alex making a move. Hey, Yogi, all the way to the outside. That 19 is fading. Milky's off to a phenomenal start there. Almost a Henry-like restart from the last restart there, as we have Ski making moves in the 80. A car around in the back. That's a 34.
Big hit for the 34. Vicious
in.
impact.
I believe we're going to keep it green here. Let's see if these 3 or 4 cars can track down this leader here. Don't be confused, folks. It may be a different truck, but he's just as fast behind the wheel. Ski is up in 5th. Looks like Moxink is going to be able to catch a pack as well. These drivers trying to work together to go and catch this 18 here. So, we'll see what happens here. That 34 reporting, maybe there's some damage with that after that previous hit. He'll need to bring it down pit road here. '18 slowly getting tracked down, but look at this, Mort. These guys are finally single file. This is what we've been wanting to see all night.
Yeah, these guys are also very packed up. So they're definitely going to catch the 18. It's only a matter of time. And Alex jiving to the bottom.
Yeah, I guess Alex didn't want to be single file. I mean, I don't blame him. He's got help with him. The 2 most aggressive drivers on the bottom.
They're making contact. The 19 is around, but he saves it.
Oh, what a save from Moxink. Here they come. They're running down Milky here. Will be coming across the line. 19 laps to go at Daytona. And we're getting about to that time to go window that you said previously in the broadcast, Mark. So we're going to have to just see what happens here. These guys are packed up and been running clean laps.
2 dominant cars. Oh my God.
That was a bump in the wall.
And the 19 saves it.
Saved it.
And it looks like the 80 may save it as well.
He's 80 still backwards, but I think we're going to keep it green. Good save by the 19 to 20 again. As once again, the field gets split apart here. 32 and 15, most dominant trucks, though, of the night. Back up front here, trying to get after this leader here, who brushes the wall entering turn 3. That's going to drop down in the bottom. Able to corral it, though. Coming across now, working lap 62. Al Capone making a move to the inside. 15 will go with him, trying to get the 2 dominant Chevy Silverados, back out front here. As we did have a speeder on pit road. Looks like it was briefly. I think it might have been 19. Yeah, he's spinning around in the apron. 1 and 2.
Yeah, big issue.
No, the caution will come out because Moxink is stuck to the track here. So the battle is on up front. 15 and 32. They're running 1-2. The 18 behind them. 18 looks to the inside. That's Milky trying to make something. Gets into the,
here he comes.
the left rear, but it's going to be another side-by-side finish back to the line. It's
15. We did. Ooh. Yes, please go on the replay.
Well, we're going to take a look at this replay here.
Allegedly, we're hearing from race control a car may have turned over once again. I'm looking at the replay.
Take a look here.
No.
Got a car stuck on the apron. There's that.
And here
19.
comes the 56, and he just sends the 19 over and on his lid.
Well, you know, I think there were good intentions behind that.
Yeah,
let's hear from that driver. Hey,
It's generally
what happened?
You know, there wasn't much intentions behind that, considering the fact that my ping was at 600 when that happened.
And if you look closely, I feel like...
and I was also... Not only was I at 600 ping, but I was typing a message to Mason because he said there's 3 overtimes for supers on trucks. Instead of 1. Well, I didn't... Mason, I just didn't know that because, like... And I wanted you to let people know, and then I come back and I hit Mock Simk, and I was like, oh, he's unstuck now, that's cool. And then I hear, well, we just had a truck flip, and, you know, oops.
Yeah. I think I saw the roof of that 19 truck hit the ground, so I don't know if he's 100%.
Yeah,
I think he will stay out here.
I think that car is gonna have damage. Everybody's
I have
been.
second interview, he thinks. I think he's requesting an unmute, and the 80 goes around in the pit.
Cars coming down pit road here.
You mean what just happened right now?
Race off the pit road is the 18, the 20.
Well, I'm gonna say that in the words that I just... Well, just like that, and with the full speed, just stuck it in the turn 2. But then he slams it.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Race control may need to throw the red flag for this.
What happened? Did we catch that one on the replay? I saw it.
And I'm still...
Oh my goodness! Let's just... The teammate of the 19 just piled into
big hit.
A 19. He was just trying to see what speed was left in that truck. But I can tell you, there's not going to be a whole lot of speed left in that now.
Please do.
We're gonna take a look at
I don't know if we have it because it was just sitting on the white screen.
Looks like we'll have to back at that later. But just right above 15 laps to go here, and Calamity.
All right, no, I'd say let him take a restart. Let's see how he handles and.
Yep. Okay, I'm turning on my stream right now.
Gonna figure out how much speed is in this 19 truck here.
Like in the full speed, I'm just gonna go right.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Yep. So I'm having an only hope for my teammate that he's gonna bring a win the first time in my team that I created right now. Okay. Oh. So don't fly? So don't fly? So you don't gonna send me into the, I think, space or something? No, 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 don't. But, yeah. We have an, I'm pretty sure I'm having an, I think, some
Yeah, I saw it.
the next race will be in the Rock, right? And also about Hyogi, I'm gonna ask him something, okay? Hyogi, can I ask something? So how I can just connect it to the Milky without exiting the, I think, general voice channel in this server? Okay.
Alright. Race control, make sure to put it. Well, I should say, or sports, make sure to put it on the right broadcast. We had that issue in the board, and now we have lost media.
Well, we do have.
Yeah.
I did see the wreck with my own eyes. Yeah, we do have. While we're still on red flag here, we still got one driver to talk to. Alex, what's going on there?
I actually kind of feel bad for Moxon because he got clobbered out of two. Like, I was right behind the guy that hit him. It was horrible. Like, Moxon came up the track. The guy hit him in the side of the door, and he, like, went flying up, and it was funny. That's the most... It's the most craziest flip ever. But, yeah.
I don't remember.
Sounds like a scary wreck. Thank you for
Okay,
your perspective. Thank you for your perspective, Alex. Well, 15 laps to go.
No.
At Daytona, and the Milky driver of the 18. They might have a driver swap here between that team owner of the 19. He's going to get into the 18 here.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. They can't stop him. We're getting back. Aoki still benefiting from this. This is another car out of the race. But it's been a long one here at Daytona. We got just shy of 15 laps to go. Duel, who's really looking good?
Definitely got to be this 32 of Al Capone here. He's set up probably the best. I mean, but also it's kind of a dead even between him and Henry. I mean, they've worked together really, really well tonight, and you know, I think if it comes down to those two, it's going to be an exciting finish.
I definitely agree with that. A little late. Oh my god, you just hit. Never mind. They can't hear me. Here they come.
Well, we're gonna go to a crank it up here on this restart. as we come out of 4. We'll get to that momentarily. But for now, after that red flag, I think it's probably a good idea to set the field for you guys to just see who's left. We got Henry in P1, Alex P2, Al Capone P3, Ski driving a different truck, P4, Mock Sink P5, who is driving his car that he owns.
Sorry,
not his personal car, but his teammate's car. And then Outback in 6, he's gained a +3 since the start of the race, since that big flip is Aogi in the 56. So, grab those dialers and get hard on the volume button, because welcome to an Nscrs Rank It Up. All right. Phenomenal crank it up there. You saw Hayogi actually take to the lead there for about half a lap. Just trying to get some good old-fashioned sponsor exposure there. But this field is spread out big time. And, you know, I don't want to jinx anything here. But if we run green, this is detrimental to those guys in the back. And as soon as I say that, a round goes to 20 off the front bumper of the 18.
Yeah, big trouble for that 20 car. That's definitely not good for his race. He manages to keep it rolling, but definitely going to lose the draft. Because we only have not many cars left in the draft, matter of fact. It's really just those two dominant guys in Ski, who's a good driver all around. He may be able to hold a candle to them, but we saw this in the duels duel. Not a lot of energy in the pack when there's only 3 cars, so it'll be hard for anyone to make a pass.
Well, we're going to just stay up front here for now, as you see Ski trying to work his way. A bit of contact there, trying to muscle his way in the second place. Al Capone will give that slot to him. Yeah, as far as everyone else, it is pretty spread out. Oh, Henry gets shoved off his line. Here comes Ski looking to take the lead late. He's got help from Al Capone.
And
around the outside.
Yeah, what else they have, you kind of touched base on it a little bit, is, oh my god, off to the infield. Do not hit that. Alright. But like we said, those two had the high side momentum on their side. They were almost able to get it done, but then Henry came up to block, and obviously Al Capone had that issue.
Yeah, so we are really, really, really spaced out. As spaced out as we've been all night. Single car cautions are in effect here, deemed by race control, as we are inside 15 laps to go. Of course, there's an exception to that due to spin gates.
Yeah, keep in mind, Joe, I think race control nowadays is a lot more lenient with that rule, especially if the pack is this broken up. If it's a car all the way in the back, out of harm's way, I doubt they throw the yellow. We saw it. It was more so in Rockingham at Season 2 we saw something like that, where it was actually Ski and I battling for the win. Kind of like Ski's doing right now, where we were both battling pretty hard. It was a fuel mileage race, and there were a few late race spins. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but race control didn't throw the caution because they wanted that nice green flag finish. So, yeah. So coming into 10 laps to go, our dominant cars are up front with Ski. I think Ski, I would say he's very much a sleeper pick at this point because he's been able to be up there all night long.
Well, you know,
I would say he's kept the car in one piece, but we obviously saw that didn't work out.
Yeah, driving a whole different truck entirely. But I mean, Ski is, you know, he's a veteran, and when we used to draft on interstate tracks, you know, we'd always just hang out there in the back. And then inside 10 to go, 8 to go, then we call our shots. So interesting to see, you know, how even in the trucks that strategy can pan out. As you see, dive into the inside here, trying to make a move, trying to call his shot.
Now, Ski, he's making his move within 10 laps to go. That's really when I feel like we see come to life in both the Cup Series and whenever he's running at super speedways. You'll really see Ski turn on the dial of aggression. Like, he can go from 0 to 100. That's something a lot of other drivers just can't do. They're not that patient, but he is very good at biding his time. And you can see it play out, it work off, or pay off. Jeez.
Well, 9 laps to go here in this rather crazy Daytona Interstate race. Debut night for these trucks for this season. As Al Capone looked to the inside there, thought better of it. Ski says, I'll take the outside if you're going to give me it.
And we saw this earlier. One car on the outside can pass 2 cars on the inside, but these two, the dominant cars, the 15 and the 32, are working together on the inside now, so they have the best cars.
Oh,
so what they can do is the 32 sliding up into the 80, actually, making contact in the wall.
Got tight. Ski caught the brunt of that, puts him in the wall here. 8 laps to go, though, at Daytona. Henry, the dominant champion from seasons ago, is once again dominating another race. This time it comes in the hands of the season debut, Daytona, trying to continue that reign of terror he had from a couple of seasons ago.
And Duel, from what I can see, unless a car flips due to issues with track bumps, I don't see any yellows coming out naturally because most of these guys behind them are broken up. There's almost no packs, everyone is single file. So it would either most likely be intentional or a track bump coming into play. So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Well, this surface has claimed about 3 cars already. Wouldn't surprise me if it claims another one.
You're going to see soon here, this 32, he won't take that bottom line too nicely. He'll side draft that 15 a lot more aggressively. As we see the 80 car actually nearly go 3 wide, but he puts himself in a good position side by side with the 15, trying to take the lead and roar off into turn 1.
Yeah, I just feel like you need to get more up the hill there, try and generate more of a run off the corner. That way you can at least have the same competitiveness when it comes to the run, and then you also get the benefit of having the inside line. But he's got to nose out.
I can't believe I'm saying this has been one of our longest runs of the night, but how?
As there's a caution in the back. I don't know.
How is there a yellow? I just don't understand. They were all broken apart.
I don't know, but this is going to be the race back here. Back to the line, 3 wide.
He's in the pits.
It's the 15, the 80, and the 32.
Entertainment yellow right there. Actually, I can't say they're going to fire me. They're going to fire me.
Well, you know, to the race officials' credit, you know, they prioritize this driver's safety. So, you know, at the end of the day, if one car goes around, it could be a hazard to everybody. So, but regardless, that's, you know, it's gonna set up a finish. I think these fans are about to get their money's worth right now.
Yeah, definitely. I will not deny that. What's confusing me right now, Duel, is it seems to be a bit like an odd situation where Race Control is crediting it as a car, the 56, more specifically, off into the grass, and the 56 is saying he was in the pits.
Well, you know,
I don't know.
We'll have to hear about that come Monday. Regardless of the situation, you know, that's not what these front 3 want to hear or want to see, but now it's going to stack everybody back up again here. We'll see if there's any drivers pitting here or if we can just go straight to green. They probably need to do something along the lines of, say, Q and Chen if they're pitting.
I agree. No, I think we can go green.
Well, we got no bidders here. We're gonna come back green here. 5 laps to go. Green flag.
And this pack is definitely going to be more aggressive. We're going to see this play out.
Five laps to go. Everyone kind of spread out here. Moxink making moves inside the 32, trying to get everything
cars are separated. I think this may turn into a 2-horse race because Moxink is side drafting the 32, and that's just going to pull them back. That's not a small move.
Well, that's what Ski wants to see. Usually he never gets to make it to the end of the thing, end of these things he said, or something bad happens on the white flag. Well, he's in contention now, and I'm sure he wants to win this one.
If I'm that 32 truck, I know how aggressive Maxime is, so I may just even let him by me and try to push him up there so I can have a chance.
Outside, he's there. He's there. He's going to have the momentum, Mark.
Yeah, 80 truck with a big run, and he might have help from the back, the 18. Never mind, 18 takes it low, but he does have the 32. Those three linked up on the high side, those 3 cars we saw earlier. 18 making contact.
And Henry got away
trying to
with
slot in the line, and around he goes.
18. And beating and banging in the triangle. Oh, they're showing each other the bird here. They're side by side. What will Al Capone do? He's getting closer. These guys wrecked.
Momentum in the 15's favor. Will the 80 side drive? And this could be an important race back.
Off turn 4, back to the stripe. It's going to be Henry.
With a bit of muscle shown at the end, trying to...
So,
well, if we can go green this.
The officials deciding whether or not we're going to go into overtime here. It doesn't look like drivers need to pit, as we predicted earlier. They've got enough fuel to make it to the end, so I don't believe this is going to be an overtime attempt. I believe we will be going green this time.
The only thing that may change that is if Hayogi needs to get a lap, which he is a lap down. So I think even though if he goes and gets it now, he may be able to get it. Although that might be a scoring error, so either officials correct that, I don't know. Why not? Oh, official corrected it. Slow down, Hayogi, you're good. Oh. He was curious about it. I thought he recovered his lap. I think we can go green this time, and we don't need to waste another time. Alright, they're saying they can.
And here we go. Not officially an overtime attempt. We will be going back green here. Back to the flag. Green flag. 2 laps to go at Daytona.
Very packed up on this restart. You're going to see these guys get the 34 trying to hold a candle to the outside. Hayogi is there.
There he goes. There he goes.
The 34 with a beautiful
one that just did a pirouette midair. He just went barrel rolling through the air. That was Moxink. That's going to bring out a yellow.
And this will be a race for the second time. This race back is going to be important, Duel. This is going to be an important race back.
Will be important. They will
come back. 2 dominant cars linked up on the bottom. Oh, they're making contact.
Wrong. Push gone wrong. Everyone trying 4 wide, trying to hold their line. Here they come.
And the 34 is not trying to hold his line.
Henry is there. He gets the worst of it.
3 wide racing back. 32 needs to side draft. Here he comes.
They're coming back to the line.
It's the 15.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
The 15 got it barely.
and the 32 after that race back took a hard shot to the infield. Say it now. Rather than later.
Well, that 18, he hit the banking in the middle of 1 and 2, and radio reports
Maxime
he
is
is
going
tapped
185.
out. He's tapped out at 185.
So just don't. Yeah, yeah, he can get points. Let him get points.
When I tell you, I've never seen in my entire life a car transform into a ballerina. That
was
car
He
was
might win
about it was about 10, 12 feet off the ground doing spins with its bumper facing straight down like a ballerina.
He might win like some rewards for that. I mean, that's gotta be like the biggest ballerina of all time. The money line is full. He's gotten a lot this week. I think. No, they haven't said Q. How about this? If fourth place gets past pits, we go green. Or like, I think.
Got one bidder here. 34, not sure if they can make it on field.
The 15 may have a commitment cone violation.
Oh, speeding on pit road.
So he's gonna be in the back anyway.
Well, as we get ready to set up for this first overtime attempt, we're going to step away to get our last commercials in.
Everyone needs cars, even Champion.
Are we clear?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my bad, Mason. I thought he was supposed to be on the lead lap.
It was probably me confusing you. That was probably my bad because I was like.
Welcome to DBF
really
Racing. Are you a speed enthusiast looking for a new adventure in Roblox? Do you have what it takes to dominate the tracks and leave your opponents in the dust? Then look no further than DBF Racing.
I think Hayoki could, I think, to the top 5.
Well, Hayoki's faster than him.
Yeah, he's faster, so he can get a top 5. And if they wreck, he might be able to get a podium.
B-side podium.
Two dominant cars are for this one, and ski now.
This is adult game.
Hayoki, everyone wreck on the last lap.
Nice.
Rig it.
Well, welcome back everybody to Daytona International Speedway. Getting ready to do our first overtime attempt. Now, race
Just to
control.
clarify, Jewel, how many do we have?
Well, I was about to actually see it. I believe we got 3. Race control can correct me if I'm wrong. Hearing that I'm right, hey, that's the first time I've been right in my life.
Cool.
And if we do,
Jewel,
make
let's focus on
final.
let's focus on this overtime because these guys are coming into this first one for what might be the final time.
Well, you are certainly correct. Here they come. The green flag back underway.
And the dominant cars are wrecking.
Oh my goodness.
No, that was after. That was after.
They will race back. Hayoki fighting for a race back spot.
Hayoki is busy. Can he get help from Amsky here? They're gonna gap the 18.
I think Amsky. Yeah,
Amsky's out for blood. No, Amsky's out for blood. He's trying to get this win. But that is crazy. The two dominant cars of the day, Jewel, they just wrecked coming to the start. This changes everything.
This will, in fact, change everything. As out front, for one of the first times today, Alex is going to win the race back by a margin. Second will be Lime. Third will be Ski. Fourth, Maxime. Rounding up top 5 is Hayoki.
It overtime, yeah.
So we
It
will
wasn't
re-rack
waved,
them
it wasn't
again,
waved off. It was yellow flag.
and we will do overtime number 2.
No, Henry, they have your positions. So if they want to let you by, I suppose they could. Like
Well, while we have the time, we might as well talk. If we get to an overtime number 3, if we make it to, if we
I think
get
it was
to
after.
overtime number 3,
That's at least what I saw. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we'll need over. I don't think we'll need. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think we need to pit anymore because everyone can pit. But. Mhm. Yeah, that's another talking point, Duel. These guys predict the pit to have enough fuel for 25 laps or so. And they've extended that already by about 3 laps, but that's mainly caution laps, which burn even more fuel. So could we see fuel mileage after all?
we might. We'll have to see the signs of pit right here. But another talking point is if we get to overtime number 3, then unless there is a insane wreck, we will have a yellow. If not, it is just Armageddon, all hands on deck.
No, we don't have a pitter. We're not. They got hyped up a little bit.
We'll have to have another lap of pacing here. These guys have to hold their horses for now. But, man, what a shift. I mean, you got the 20 and 34 out front, the 32 and 15 to the back. Right there, Mr. Consistent, 80.
And we got two damaged cars right in the middle of it all.
Yeah, you got 18 who's damaged. He could hold people up. 56 is damaged, but he's been kind of a good sport about it, not trying to hold anyone up. I don't think this 18, though, is going to have the same respect.
No, he's here to win it. He's here to win it. Bye. $20. 185. No, his acceleration is fine. It becomes a problem like on the backstretch.
Well, we're about to find out who's got enough fuel, who's got enough wheelmanship to make
Who's
it to
got the
the
track
end
position? Who's got the most luck? Let's say that. But the starter will address the field for maybe the final. The starter will address the field for maybe the final time. Alex started this race multiple laps down, and he's gonna lead him back.
Here we go. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Overtime attempt number 2.
And here comes the 56.
Shot out of the cannon. Doing everything he can to try and put himself in a good spot.
But that car's speed just isn't there. Very split up on the restart. I doubt we see a caution purely because these cars are just so spread apart.
And look who's back there. One of the dominant cars of the day. The 15, he's within the draft. It might come down to these two right here.
Don't forget the 2 behind them. If they don't battle, they have a chance, but they are going at it right now.
Yeah, these 2 in the back, Ski and Lime, would need to pack up if they want to have a chance. It has
Lime
to be
is getting squirrely. He may wreck Ski. He's getting
if they
close.
make it back to the flag, next flag ends the race. They are. White flag is out at Daytona.
This is it. If those 2 in the back work together and these 2 in the front battled, we might have a battle to the line. But I think these 2 in the front are the only 2 in contention here, Drew.
Well, Henry's going to have one more shot here to close the gap down the back straightaway. Don't look now, but Ski is closing. He's got the draft.
Henry all the way up high. He is now beside the 20 car, and he has the preferred line.
Henry will have the preferred line. Side drafting here. Ski and Lime closing in behind them. What will they do if
Truck
they
has
have
to
a
be
chance?
aggressive here. Side drafting,
Here
almost
they
into the
come
wall,
off
slowing each other
before.
down.
This might be one of those fantastic Daytona finishes. Here they come into the trioval.
Wheel into
Side
it.
by
Here they
side.
come. It's
Back
gonna
to
be
the
the
line.
20.
It's going to be Alex. Alexander Huff.
And
From multiple laps down, wins Daytona.
I think that one is proof that anything can happen at Daytona.
Anything
Two
can happen
dominant
at
cars
Daytona.
all race, and one of them just got bested in an overtime restart by Alex Huff, who started this race laps down. He's going to take it to victory lane. And don't underlook Hyogi. Flipped before lap 10, and he comes home with a 6th place finish.
Great recovery all around for that team. Phenomenal finish there, side by side. Phenomenal race. These phenomenal final couple of laps as here comes Alex. Gonna burn it down. Sliding across the trioval.
Rick.
56 goes over and congratulates him, and here he comes back again. Look at him burning it down on the series logo right there. He won the finale of last season in Interstate, and he takes home the first race of this year's Interstate Series. Alexander Huff is your winner here at Daytona. Well, let's get a word with this victory driver here as he pulls it in. Alex, man, you started this race multiple laps down, and you come out of Daytona a winner. How does it feel, man?
It feels real great. I just want to thanks everybody for coming out. I really thought I was not going to win that. I thought Henry had it on me, but I just kept dooring him, and I just pushed him up to the track when we got to the apron, and I'm just glad to be in victory lane. It's been a while since I've been here. I mean, I won the, but not, it's been a little bit since I've won at Daytona. So.
Well, glad to hear it, man. Enjoy your night there in victory lane. And good win tonight, man.
Thank you. Whose car is this, anyways? So I just got a win for Bando. Yeah. I guess I'll be subbing for him probably the whole season then, if he doesn't show up. I'm probably in Tier I though, so.
Well, second place of this photo finish here was Henry. Henry, you were one of the dominant cars tonight. Just unfortunately there at the end, just didn't work out. Walk us through your first race being back here in Interstate.
Yeah. This happens normally. I'm usually half decent all race, but I just never can close it out. It's normal. I mean, I had the pit strategy too. I finished with like a 465 feel. Minimalist on my pit stops. It was a good battle to the end, though, so... I mean, basically lasted a second on that final restart. So I can't be too mad.
All right. Well, it's Daytona. Anything can happen, but we'll be going to a different track
Alright.
next week. How do you keep up this momentum to try and push this one in the rear view
Yeah.
of your mind?
And maybe next week I'll actually be able to start my own car. Truck. Same thing. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't think I am going to be able to run Cup full time. Yeah, I probably will. I just can't get my truck back in my hauler. I'll just leave it hanging.
Well,
Right.
good race tonight, and we'll move on to the third place finisher of that, which was Ski, I believe. Ski, hung around all there. You said that you can never really make it to the end of these things. Well, you made it to the end of one, buddy. How's it feel?
Yeah, made it to the end. Not the way I wanted to though. Had to hop in Bando's car there. Glad I could get him a top 3 though. That final restart basically ended any chance of anybody but the top 2 winning because we got so stacked up. I wish the race had ended under the first overtime because that restart was a lot more packed up. So I think we could have gotten some interesting racing there. But happy for Alex. He did a good job. Not really angry at anybody this race. First time in a while I can say that. I've been quite mad at some people recently, but overall just looking forward to tomorrow. This was more of a for fun thing anyways, so tomorrow's the serious race. We'll try and get our car, our number 81 MEI Chevy out there up in the front, and hopefully we can get a win in the Daytona 500.
All right. Well, good luck on the 500 tomorrow, man, and
Thank you,
good
Duel.
race. I believe the last guy that we have, everyone else left, is the king himself, Mark Zink, man. Crazy race. You're flipping all over the place. How's it feel?
Well, the first race in the second time of D2 cost me an really disaster because from the first to the deadly last, it's really bad results from the first race, I guess. And also about my team that I just created. Yeah, but I worked really hard with my Canadian friend Milky, if you know him. And yep, that's really first disaster of our new team. I call it Iron Horse Racing or something. And I don't know even how to say that. I just really bad luck, I guess.
Right. Well, good race, Moxie, and we'll see you next week.
Pretty sure about that.
All right. Well, the last guy here, he went to the ringer tonight. It was the odds-on favorite coming in, but had to just muscle the car home to a decent finish after a scary wreck early in the race. Hey, Yogi, man, you were all over the place tonight. Just kind of walk us through what it was like tonight in the 56 me side truck.
Well, started the race on the pole, started right there on the front row on the bottom, and ended in 6th after hitting the wall and literally triple barrel rolling through the fucking turn 2 exit. So that was nice. But honestly, it was not a bad race. I was not as awful as I expected. And we salvaged it. We came home P6, which is good. So automatically just happy that the Wolfpack engines are still firing up and being fast, you know?
Yeah, well, you did say that you planned, if I heard correctly, did plan on running full time. So, obviously, all those points matter. Uh, how do you just, didn't really get out there and be all racy tonight, but how can you try and take this finish to try and salvage some confidence for next week?
Well, P6 isn't all too bad. I'm just excited next week. We're going to go to a normal intermediate. I believe we head to Vegas? The Rock. We head to The Rock. I'm thinking of my dad just sent me a DM about Vegas because it's raining somehow. It shouldn't be, but it is. Unscripted eating. You know, I just shut up, Mason. You know, I really don't have much to say. Al Capone kind of got tangled up off of 3. Got into him. No harm, no foul there. It was just a mistake. It wasn't anyone's fault, really. But, yeah, I'm just excited to be back, and I hope to be fast, and hope we win some races.
All right. Well, tough luck, unfortunately, tonight for you, man. But no, go out there and show them what it's all about next week at Rockingham.
Hey, my pants are
right.
shitted.
Nice. Well, that's a remarkable note to close out the broadcast with. Thank you guys for tuning in to this productions of the Nscrs Interstate Truck Series. We will see you next Friday. Same YouTube channel, same time for Rockingham. As for me and Mork, good night, everybody.
Oh, no. I really, really